guys, Mrs. Traver here. Today we're going to look at what we're doing for algebra on Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Our learning target is that you'll be able to evaluate expressions by the end of this lesson, and you'll do that by simplifying expressions with order operations and telling the difference between expressions and equations. We're going to look at our homework from yesterday and see what answers those had, see what questions you had on those, and then we'll look at notes on evaluating expressions, and we'll do a worksheet today. First, let's look at the answers to yesterday's assignment. Here is 1 through 6, so get a look at that. It's just the answers. I don't show the work on here, so I'd like you to check this compared to yours and see if you have any questions. You can visit that Zoom session and I can do any of these problems for you to work it out. Here's 1 through 6, pause it if you need some more time. And then here's 7 through 12. Again, go ahead and pause it at this point if you need to check those answers. Alright, so we're going to start our notes here. We're talking evaluating expressions today, and I've got a big picture of a vending machine here. We've all seen vending machines before, and it has an input and output. You put in some money and it gives you some candy, but it needs to know what type of candy you want, or chips or pop or whatever it is. So you have to tell it by pushing a button. So for example, say, usually it's like letters across the top and numbers down or something. Say you put an input of C14, that's actually my room number here at school, but say it went into something and maybe there were 14 rows, and I really like Snickers bars, so if I can find one of those we can have it. I don't even see a Snickers bar. We'll settle for M&Ms. So say I was choosing this peanut M&M, it was going right to that spot, and it's going to output some peanut M&Ms. I don't really know how to spell M&Ms. I'm going to go with that. So that's how this is going to work, inputs and outputs. When we're talking math, you input usually an X and you get out something else like a Y. And then the function is what's happening in that vending machine. That vending machine knows if you put in this, I give you that. If you put in this, I give you that. So it's this machine that's going to work, and we'll see that on the last slide, another type of machine. Let's do some examples. I don't know what this bit here is, so we'll ignore it. Alright, let's check these ones out. So if we're talking evaluating expressions, we have a function, or an expression I should say. So here's an expression and here's an expression. And we are going to put something in and it's going to give us something out. So for this first one, we're going to put in a 3. So what it's saying is that every time you see an X, it's a 3. So I can take this 3 and I can plug it into that spot. Is the game plan. So usually I want to get in the habit of using parentheses. On this one it won't matter, but on the next one it really will. So we're plugging in a 3 in this case. I'm going to put a parentheses, put a 3 in where the X was, my squared, and then plus 4. And now to simplify, I just want to use order of operations. 3 squared is going to come first. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. So final answer there is 13. We put in a 3, it gave us a 13. Let's try it if we plug in something else, like a -3. This is where we have to be a little bit more careful because of that negative. When I plug it in, I want to use parentheses again. So parentheses, -3 quantity squared plus 4. That's supposed to be a plus. So here's where the difference is with the plus and the minus, right? And in this spot right here, I'm going to come off to the side and show you, we're talking about -3 quantity squared. So it's really -3 times -3. And negative times a negative is a positive. So this part gives us positive 9 plus 4. We actually get the same answer, which is kind of funny. Usually that won't happen when you plug in different things, but in this case it did. And I kind of wanted to show you what it looks like to plug a negative into a exponent. Let's look at some more examples. So this one I've got 2 things to plug in. I've got to put in an X equals 2 and a Y equals 3. I'm going to color code some things for you. So I'm going to let this be red, and we're going to try to make this other guy be blue so we can tell the differences. So I'm going to plug in my Y first. I'm going to go back and forth with colors here for a moment, so just don't mind me. So I've got the square root of Y squared plus 6 minus X squared. Okay, now let me plug my stuff in. So my first guy is Y, and Y in this case is a 3. And then my other one was the X is 2. So there's my 2. Alright, so you can see kind of tracing it back where this all came from for each of these bits. Let's actually simplify it out. Sorry for the scribbles. I don't know why my pen's doing that. Is what it is though. Just rolling with it. So let's try this one out. We're gonna simplify. PEMDAS says to do parentheses first. So we'll take care of this guy first based on that. And I'm just gonna move this guy down. Inside here I've got 3 plus 6. I could take care of that right now if I wanted to. 2 squared is 4. I'll leave the minus, drop that down. Now let's take care of this radical. Technically a radical is an exponent, so that counts there too. So this is the square root of 9 minus 4. I can simplify this. The square root of 9 is 3 minus 4. Final answer is -1. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, another one, we're going to plug some stuff in, a -4 and a 5. So when I plug in that -4 to the x spot, I'm going to use a parentheses. And when I plug in that 5, I'll also use a parentheses. Again, I think it's just a good habit to get into. Hey, what's up? So this first part here is -4 quantity squared. Again, that is -4 times -4. So it's going to give us a positive 16. So this piece is a positive 16. Plus, we can simplify this while we're at it. 2 times 5 is 10. Final answer, 26. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see what's next. I'd like you to try this one. Plug in a -2, plug in a -3, see what you get. Go ahead and pause the video right now. When you come back, all of the work will be on the screen. All right, for this one, I got -1. Pause it and check my work if you'd like to see that. Let's see what's next. All right, this one, another one for your turn. Plug in an 8 and a -1. Pause the screen, try it on your own. All right, here's what we've got. So on this one, my final answer was 5. Check it out with yours and see how you did. All right, so here's our function machine. Notice it's looking kind of dweeby. It's not as cute as a vending machine, but that's okay, bear with me. In this machine, we're gonna put in a -1. Something's gonna pop out. And then we're going to put that in a second machine and see what happens. So let's see if we can do that. We're going to put a -1 in for x. So in this machine, let's do the work over here. I've got 3 times my -1, where the x spot is. I'm putting it in, plus 1. 3 times -1 is -3. Plus 1 is -2. So in this case, y equals -2. So now I'm going to plug that in the second machine. You'll see some problems like this in your assignment. Is why I wanted to show it to you, because it looks kind of weird. If I plug a -2 into, okay, let's see, it says y equals -2. So that's going to go in this spot. I have to be a little bit careful there with variables. The x went into the x spot. This one, the y, is going in the y spot. So this one says -2 equals 2x plus 4. So in this case, I'm going to be solving for an x. Is my final answer. We've been doing some equation solving. If you're good up to this point, pause the video, finish this solving exercise, and see what you get for x. So pause your screen now and try that. When I hit play again, it'll be on the work will be on the screen. All right, for this one, I got -3 as my final answer. So check that out with yours and see how it looks. I think we are all set for today. I want to give you your assignment. It is a worksheet. We can ignore this. We're not ready for the textbook just yet, so I had that up there ready for you. But it's a worksheet. I want to remind you how to get to that. So if you are on our, I'll start from the top. I'll start from our website, bit.ly/Mrs. Traver, and then you click on Algebra. It's going to open up our plan book where you have the whole year. And here is today, 1/1/1, September 9th. If you scroll down, hopefully you've already submitted your attendance, and that's done. And obviously you clicked here to watch the video. The slides are there if you want them, but here is the worksheet. So you're going to click to open the worksheet. And there's a total of 24 problems today. I'd like you to work these ones out on lined paper, and then you'll be able to upload it with that submission link. So don't forget, you've got a couple things to do each day to get in the groove of things. So you've got that mentality, you're hitting your submission for your attendance, you're watching the video next, then you are going to work on your assignment, submit your pictures of your assignment, and then if you have any questions, you can zoom in. But here's the assignment, like I said. Notice for all problems, it says you're going to do it 3 times. You'll do it for 2, -3, and -4. Use your parentheses each time. So you're plugging in, if you see x's, which this one has x's, you're going to use 2. This one has y, you're going to use -3. This one has a z, you're going to use -4. Some of them though, like this one, number 6, has a y and a z. So you'll plug in 2 different things, and then it gets a little bit trickier down here where there's x, y, and z. But you've got this. Make sure you show your work, and then when you take that picture, it'll be nice and clear. I think we are all set for today though, so I will see you tomorrow. Bye.